The UN's highest court is hearing a genocide case against Myanmar. The military is accused of carrying out a campaign of mass killings and human rights abuses against Rohingya Muslims. Hundreds of thousands of Rohingyas have fled persecution in the past decade. Well, in August 2017, a brutal military offensive in Rakhine state forced more than 740,000 Rohingya to escape to neighbouring Bangladesh. They reported mass killings, rape and other serious abuses. 2 years later, the Gambia filed a case at the International Court of Justice accusing Myanmar of genocide for its crackdown against the Rohingya. And in January 2020, the ICJ unanimously ordered Myanmar to take all measures within its power to prevent acts that could amount to genocide, preserve evidence and report regularly on compliance while the case continues. Since then, several countries, including Denmark, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Canada and the UK, have joined the case. Al Jazeera's Tanvir Chowdhury is in Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh, which is home to around 1 million Rohingya refugees. But first, Charlie Angela is live for us at The Hague. So, Charlie, the first day of a 3-week process, what can we expect?
Well, it's taken 7 years to get to this point. And in this opening phase, lawyers from the Gambia are going to be laying out the scale of what they say happened in Myanmar in 2016 and 17. The mass killings, the sexual violence and the forced displacement of some 700,000 people. Now, this is less about dramatic testimony. It's more about painstaking legal argument, tying those atrocities, the UN investigations and any kind of military documents to the Genocide Convention. Now, after their turn, lawyers from Myanmar will have a go. And then, in an almost unprecedented move for this court, judges are going to be hearing from Rohingya survivors themselves in closed-door sessions. And that is incredibly rare for a court that normally just deals with interstate disputes. And it just shows that this is less about abstract law and more about the survivors of these atrocities who have waited 7 years to get to this point.
So what, Charlie, will judges be particularly focused on? And why does this matter so far beyond Myanmar?
Well, of course, judges at first have to establish that atrocities occurred, so that's killings and serious harm. But crucially, they've also got to establish that there was serious intent to destroy a protected group, the Rohingya. And that is a very, very high legal bar, and it's one that's scuppered a lot of cases here in the past. And we're expecting the Gambia to show that decades of Myanmar stripping the Rohingya of their citizenship, military-backed state hate campaigns and military intervention will reveal that intent. And that is what lawyers are going to be pressing for. Now, this significance of this case goes well beyond Myanmar. There's a lot of other countries who are going to be watching incredibly closely, including Israel, who have a case of genocide brought against them here by South Africa, and also Russia, who've been accused of abusing genocide claims by Ukraine. They're going to be looking at how broadly or strictly the ICJ judges here interpret genocidal intent, because this case could shape how genocide law is going to be interpreted in the future.
Charlie Angela, live at The Hague. Many thanks, Charlie. Let's take you live now to Al Jazeera's Tanvir Chowdhury, who's in Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh. Tanvir.
Well, with me is a Rohingya guest who himself escaped from Myanmar in 2017. He was barely a high school student. While crossing the border, he lost his 12-year-old younger brother in a mine explosion. Now, Tawfiq al-Mohsin also worked with International Criminal Court in 2019 in a fact-finding mission inside the camp. I'm going to go straight to him. Tawfiq, what is the mood like in the camp right now? How are the Rohingya community reacting to this top court's trial process that's starting today in Hague?
We sincerely believe that the International Court of Justice ICJ hearing is a new hope to our people, that our decade-long suffering and denial may finally end, and also lead to a real justice, accountability and protection for the Rohingya refugee. But our feelings are mixed with hope, pain and fear. Hope because Rohingya denied for many decades and now being recognized by the UN highest court. Pain because we have lost family member, relative during the genocidal attack in 2017 and separated families and forced us into exile as a refugee in limbo condition. Fear because justice has been delayed for so long, and we worry it may be again denied.
Thank you so much, Shoaib, for your time and joining us. There you have it from Tawhid al-Mohsin from the Rohingya camp in Cox's Bazar.
Al Jazeera's Tanvir Chowdhury reporting live there. Many thanks, Tanvir.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.